Okay guys, we are live. It is 10:01. So if you're on, give me a like or love. Let me know you're watching me. I'm going to make sure I'm here over on the other screen. So yeah, I'm here. So let me know that you're on. There, we flipped it. Yeah. All right, I see one person's on. So I'll just hang out here for a minute to see if anybody joins me. It's Friday, so it's our normal time. I'm back to my normal schedule, except next week's a special week, so you'll get to see me every morning next week. So if you're on, give me a like or love. Let me know how you're doing. I know there were some wicked storms around last night, which we needed. I was out earlier this morning, so I haven't been outside to see how the weather is. Yeah, Connie, I see you're on. Yay, 2 more people hopped on. Lori, you commented. Good, let me know. Good morning, Pat. Yay. These guys are finding me this morning. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Morning, Joyce. Okay, guys, so if you've been waiting for packages from me, they are on the way. In Color, August's In Color Club is shipped. August's Monthly Creative Escape is shipped. August's Stamp Stack is shipped. And then my Layering Leaves incentive class is all shipped. Yay. So you should be getting some packages from me. If you need the PDFs, I did send them out to those who took those classes, but if you need them and you can't find the email that they're in, no problem. Just give me a shout and I'll send that to you again. Okay, guys, we got some exciting things going. This is September the 8th. And so that means we're 2 days into the holiday catalog and holiday stamping. So lots of fun things are happening. Hopefully you have your catalog. If you're a demonstrator, you should have gotten one a while now. And if you are a customer, you are on my list, they've already been mailed out. But if you need them, let me know. And then also, if you're brand new and you're just popping in and you haven't watched me and you don't have a demonstrator and you would like a catalog, let me know because I could pop one of those in the mail to you as well. For those of you that are new, just say hi, let me know where you're from, and I'll introduce myself briefly. My name is Connie Heisey. I'm a demonstrator. I've been a demonstrator for 28 years. I live in Hanover, Pennsylvania. Excuse me, Hanover, Pennsylvania. And so I'm coming from you live from my studio. I do lives pretty consistently on Wednesdays and Friday mornings at 10 a.m. And then every now and then I do a full week of lives, which is coming up. We have our Halloween week coming up. So let's go ahead and get started with that so I can tell you about that. Okay, so next week is Halloween week. I have some fun projects, cards, treats with all of the Halloween bundles. And maybe we'll sneak in a few fall in there too as well. So that's next week, starting Monday, the 11th at 10 a.m. through Friday at 10 a.m. There'll be daily prizes. I actually have a special class that I'm going to offer just for next week. It's priced very budget friendly, and there actually is a bonus project you can get as well for Halloween week. So that's next week. I'm excited. I love it when I do my week-long lives. So hopefully you do too. And if you can't make it every morning at 10 a.m., no problem. You can always go back and watch the replay. My videos, I think there's like 3 years of videos up on this. Okay, all right, Connie, well, you have a good day. Hello, Terry. Good, these guys are all popping on. Ethel's on, Carol's on. Good, good morning, everyone. Okay, Halloween week is next week. Make sure you join me every morning, 10 a.m., okay? All right, there was some special release designer series paper. They were released on Wednesday. That glimmer paper that I posted is on there. Now I ordered mine. It's not here yet, so hopefully it'll be here next week and I can show you when we're doing our lives. So we have the glimmer paper. There's 2 Christmas papers. There's that tartan foil that I shared a picture of yesterday on my page here. That tartan foil is like gingham and check, and it's shiny and it's fall colors or masculine colors. It would be great for that. We have 2 Christmas papers and then a floral. So these are special released. They're only while supplies last. So make sure if you want those, you check them out and order them. You can either order through me, or if you're a demonstrator, order through yourself, but get those ordered. World Card Making Day is coming up. So Stampin' Up! Is offering a free event. All you have to do is register. So you want to go to stampinup.com and register. Here are the products that you will need. I will be posting this card making supplies that you will need. So they're using 3 different bundles. It's a stamp along. So it's the circle sayings, earth and textures, and then the heartfelt hexagons, which that's a fairly new bundle, which I was pretty excited about. Then they tell you what inks and everything you need to stamp along, okay? So that's coming up October the 7th. Christmas everywhere. There's a new Christmas kit. I did order it. It's on its way. So once it's here, I'll show you guys that. So that's really exciting. And hopefully this morning you got your first week of the 12 weeks of Christmas. So that started today. That goes through for the next 12 weeks. Right up to right before Christmas, you'll be getting a free project tutorial in your email box every Friday from now until for the next 12 weeks. The only way you can get this is if you subscribe to my email list so that it comes out. Those projects are exclusive. You'll never see them featured in anything else. I won't be stamping them for you. I won't be sharing them anywhere else. You have to be on my email list to get those. Okay, another thing I want to mention is my monthly Creative Escape class. That one we demoed for you on Wednesday. Here are the projects again. This is the bonus project for all my subscribers. So to be a subscriber, you just have to sign up and commit. It's automatic payment. You can cancel anytime. That way you won't miss the class. And then when you're a subscriber for every 6 months consistently, I will send you a goodie package of $25 worth of product and other fun stuff. So this is the bonus, and plus you get bonus projects every now and then. So here are the cards. You get 2 of each of these. I did show these on Wednesday. So these are using the tiled and ink, and you'll get a half a pack of Designer Series paper. You get a roll of ribbon, you get a pack of gems, and then you get your PDF project sheet with that. And then also you can go back and watch the video and see how we put those cards together. So the Creative Escape closes on the 15th, so make sure you sign up for that by then. And then, of course, in-studio classes are here on September the 25th at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. So that's my Christmas card stack for September, and my Just Cards or my monthly incentive class, which I'll be sharing that with you guys probably next week. And then you can sign up for the Christmas stack if you want October's Christmas stack. Remember, if you do my stack all 4 months, I have a special gift for you at the end of those 4 months. Okay, all right. Today, I know I promised some new stuff, but here's the deal, guys. I have a demonstrator event next Saturday. It's a virtual event. We do it all by Facebook Live, and so some of my stuff is out to other demonstrators. My event team is working on some stuff so we can pull off a nice event for demonstrators. So if you're a demonstrator, I open all my events to all active demonstrators. I have special events for my team only, but these catalog kickoffs are open to all demonstrators as long as you're active. There is still time to register for that. It is a 12 make and take event. There are door prizes. I have demonstrators lined up to demo for you. It's a great morning. It's just a Saturday morning. I created a special Facebook group for that. You have to sign up for the event. Then you'll get invited into the Facebook group. And then that's where all the action happens. And it's Saturday, September the 16th at 10 a.m. And we go till like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And like I said, it's open to all active demonstrators. You're welcome to join me. If you need the link to join to register, just let me know so that I can send that to you, and then you can join us for that. But, so with that being said, I do have some fall projects, but we're using the inked and tiled. So I wanted to show you this because this is probably one of my favorite new bundles out of the annual catalog. Okay, Terry, if you need to register, I'll hook you up. But let me, we'll talk after this, okay? All right, so the inked and tiled is one of my favorite bundles with the paper and all that, but I'm gonna show you just some fun stuff to do with it otherwise. Oh, and the winner of Wednesday's giveaway is Georgia. Georgia, I have some small blending brushes to send you for that. So yeah, so remember to like, share, comment, and your name will go in the drawing for today's cards. Okay, I'm going to start out with a really simple project. This is just stamps, inks, and paper. And I don't want to bore you, but sometimes we just need to get back to the simple. So this one is pretty simple. I actually pulled this idea from a really good demonstrator friend of mine, Jackie Bullhouse. She's one of the top demonstrators. And so she had she calls them SIP, stamp, ink, and paper. That's all you need for this one. Okay, so the first, base of this one is very vanilla, and it's 5.5 by 8.5. So let's go ahead and fold that in half. The next layer is pecan pie, 5.25 by 4. And then our next layer is vanilla again, 5 by 3.75. Okay, we're gonna bring in the ink. We're just gonna be using the leaf today from the Tiled, and I'm using Pool Party. So we're just gonna ink up our leaf. And this is from the Inked and Tiled. And I'm just gonna stamp it once there, and I'm gonna stamp it again and again, sort of fade it out. That's all I did. So I have one full strength and one a little lighter, and I just faded it out. We're gonna layer that onto, now this card isn't very exciting, but sometimes simple is good, and sometimes we just need to do something really quick. So this one is a really quick card. So if you got a lot of note cards and stuff you have to make and you want to do them really quick, this would be a good idea. Okay, I layered it on the pecan pie. Now I'm going to layer it on the card front. I'm going to bring in an extra piece of vanilla, and I'm going to bring in this punch. I'm just going to punch one out of there. And we're going to stamp that one, the thank you. And the thank yous from the set, we're going to stamp that with pecan pie. Good morning, Jeanne. And Gretchen's on. Good morning. So there's our thank you. And we're just going to pop this out. I'm going to pop up there. And then I'm going to bring in these really cool gems. These actually are unorderable right now. They'll be back. I think they'll be back next week, actually. But this is from the Autumn Suite. So I'll probably be playing with these again. I love these gems. They are pecan pie, crumb cake, moody mauve, and then I think this green is probably old olive. And they are speckled and they're glittery. So I love them. So there you go. So there's a quick and easy card with that leaf from the Inked and Tiled. Now keep in mind, if you want to get these, you need to like, share, comment. I'll pick a winner and announce that on Monday, because yes, I will be live Monday with some Halloween projects for you. And even if you're not into Halloween, you can just hang out with us, because I'm sure you can use all the ideas for whatever season or whatever project you might need. I'm cleaning off my stamp because I'll need them. So let's bring in our next card. Okay, here's the next one. Now we got a little bit fancier with this one. All right, so, oh, there goes the ambulance or something. So Nora's gonna get noisy. Okay, they went past, they're on their way into town, so. Okay, all right, so the base of this is vanilla too. So 5.5 by 8.5. Very vanilla, which I don't use a ton of, but I noticed that they're putting it in more and more of our papers, so it coordinates. Thanks for sharing, Pat. And Ethel shared, good job, thanks. Next piece is pumpkin pie. Guys, do you believe this? This is my last piece of pumpkin pie. What was I thinking? I need to do an order today because I will need this color. It is pumpkin pie time, right? Season. So, and then that's 5.25 by 4. And then this one is copper clay, 5 by 3.75. Okay. So we're going to do a little embossing. So I'm going to bring in my stamp and I'm going to bring in the Versamark pad and then gold embossing powder. So hopefully all of you know how to emboss. You know, that was the first thing when I went to my first Stampin' Up! Party many, many years ago, because I've been a demonstrator 28 years. My first Stampin' Up! Party, before I was a demonstrator, I went to one party before I decided that I wanted to do this. I booked a party, and the girl who was doing them actually was so busy, I had to wait several months, about a month and a half, to get in for her to do a party. And in the between time, I decided myself. She did not convince me. I decided myself that I wanted to demonstrate, which was a God thing because I am an introvert by nature. So I'm just stamping these randomly all around with the Versamark. But yeah, embossing is what hooked me. We embossed a card that night and I was just hooked. And then I ran all over our little town here, which was a lot lower than it is now, looking for stamps, and I've only found a small section in Joann Fabrics. So I decided then that I needed to do something about that. Okay, so that's all Versamarked up, and then I'm going to pour some gold powder. Yep, that embossing hook to get you in, didn't it, Yvonne? Because I like the look. I don't use it a lot. I use embossing for special cards. I use it at Christmas a lot. I like to do it at fall. I like to emboss leaves. And then also any special cards, like any special birthday or anniversary card. Yeah, so I'm going to turn on this gun, so it's going to be a little bit noisy. So I embossed it with the Versamark. I poured on my gold powder, and now it's time to heat it. So just hold on. All right, it's starting to turn. So I just hold it in one place until I see it get shiny. And then I move my gun around. And Nora is a grumpy gust again today. Nora. Okay, there we go. Oh, I missed the little tip up here. Let me get that. There we go. Now it's all done. Nora's being grumpy again today. I don't do enough of the embossing. Yes, I know. Christmas time's a good time to do that, Pat. I actually have some ideas with the autumn stuff. I have the leaf dies out to my team who are working on some stuff for the demonstrator event. So once I get my dies back, I'm going to be working on some other stuff. It is a wow factor. You are right about that. Yeah. Hopefully Nora will be quiet now. Sometimes I think when she barks, it just makes me seem so unprofessional. But you guys are okay with it, I guess. Okay, so we have that all embossed. And now I'm going to bring in some Early Espresso ink and a blending brush. We're just going to do some espresso ink around the edges of this. Okay, so I'm going to, I ink that up. I always like to start on my scrap paper and kind of move it around. I love these blending brushes and I don't use them enough. I actually do teach a lot of classes at retreat with them, which registration for the winter retreat goes out tomorrow for those who are at our last retreat, early bird, and I am offering a blending class with the new masks that are there. So there we go. So what do you think of that? All right, so now we're going to layer that onto the pumpkin pie. Yeah, everybody loves embossing, but we don't do it enough, do we? Okay, there we go. We layer that on there, and then we're going to layer this onto the card base, the Very Vanilla. There you go. Nice and fall-like. Okay, this little banner I cut out with the Nested Essentials. That's a great die for you guys to invest in if you don't have it already. So I'm going to use the thank you here, and just going to stamp it there. I use copper clay ink, and then let's pop this up. Well, maybe I will inspire you ladies to do more embossing. There we go. I'm actually going to stamp the inside of this. Let me clean off our leaf here. And then my chair is squeaky today. All right. And then let's use the copper for the leaf, copper clay, which is one of those in colors that I love. And then we're going to take the little flower from the set. Well, I'm glad, Joyce, I told you something new today, and I'm just going to stamp those on the inside. And if the envelope, you could actually stamp the corner of the envelope too, so everything would be matching. So there you go. And, okay, so ahead of time, I cut out these flowers with the Dainty Meadow, I think it is, or Dainty Delight. That was big in February. I mean, yeah, during celebration. One of the celebrations anyway. So I have the dies, they're still current. So I cut those out and I just layered 3 flowers together and then did the center. And then we're going to pop these up. These mini dimensionals fit perfectly on the back of these flowers. And we're just going to add them to your card. Pumpkin pie is one of your favorite fall colors. It is a good color for fall. I can't believe that I'm out of it. What was I thinking? Anyway, I don't know where my thread is, but I did a double linen thread bow. So I added that there. And then I have these in color gems. I'm just gonna layer that there. So there you go. So there is the second card. I will add a bow to whoever wins this so you get your little bow. But anyway, so there's the second one. All right, who's ready for the last one? Let me clean our stamp and I'll bring in the stuff for that one. All right, here we go. So here's our last card. This one has a lot of blending and also some more embossing. And I used greens this time. Okay. All right, so the base of the card is basic white, 5.5 by 8.5. The next layer is Pretty Peacock, 5.25 by 4, and then 5 by 3 3/4. We're going to be stamping on this one. So let's get started with that. And the colors I'm using are, I picked some greens, blue greens. All right, so we have Soft Seafoam, Lost Lagoon, and Pretty Peacock. We're going to start out with the layer color first, and we are going to do some blending. We have 2 different size blending brushes now, ladies. We have the small one, which I like to do for little tiny areas, and then the larger one if you're going to do a bigger surface. So we're going to use Soft Seafoam, and I'm going to start here on my scrap paper and go in. Looks like it picked up some of that brown ink, so hopefully I can cover that with some of the darker greens. Oh my goodness, I think I got a call coming in. There we go. All right. All right, so we have some Soft Seafoam going on. I'm going to bring in, I'm going to leave that open because I have to stamp with it then. Lost Lagoon. So we're going to do our Lost Lagoon here. Just kind of lightly bring that in. Oops, I have my fingers there, so let's go over that a little bit. There we go. And now our Pretty Peacock. Which Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock are pretty close. Let me wipe my finger off there. There. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna do some stamping. So I'm gonna start off with soft seafoam, and I'm just gonna do sort of like a collage look. And that's the lighter color and just around the edge. All right, I'm gonna clean that. And then the Lost Lagoon. And this is sort of like collage stamping. So I'm just gonna go right over top or randomly beside those leaves. There we go. Gonna clean it again. And then we're gonna do Pretty Peacock. And bring in some darker ones. See how that looks. So there you go. Look at that. I love that. Right, we're gonna clean our stamp off because we are gonna do some more embossing. All right. Now for this one, I didn't emboss this part, so I'm gonna try something and see. I think I might like it better this way. So can you tell me what you think? Okay. Whenever, well, yeah, I wanna add this here. Now, so we're gonna add our little strip, and I already embossed that in white, the happy birthday. There we go. All right, now when I do white embossing, you can either do Versamark, you can do Versamark with any embossing color. I like our white craft with white. I think it gives me a pure white, but you can do either way. Okay, we're gonna ink that up, and I'm just gonna randomly add, hopefully that'll show up. Let me try it again. I can't really see it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then we're gonna add some white powder. So it doesn't matter what color. With Versamark, the embossing will be whatever color your powder is. Okay. All right, let's heat this. It'll get a little noisy again. So you could just barely see these white leaves. It just gives that little bit of an accent. And just move your gun around till you see everything gets shiny. All right, I think we're done. Okay, let's pull that in so you can see that. Can you see those little white leaves just barely around there? All right, I think it's cool. So we're gonna go ahead and put our card together. When you do emboss, sometimes you need just a little bit of extra adhesive just because the paper has a tendency to curl sometimes. So I'm just gonna layer that right there on there. And then we're gonna put this on. Right here. So there you go. And then I have these iridescent rhinestones. And these little guys blend in with any color ink you use. So let's just put those right, Let's just put those right there. So there you go. Well, thank you. It is, I thought it turned out really, really nice myself. Okay, so here are the cards today. All right, so we went from simple to a little bit more advanced. But yeah, so I thought, since I was limited with my fall, I thought I'll just use the Inked and Tiled. See, the Inked and Tiled is so versatile. So yes, keep in mind that that's the class that I'm offering this month, is my monthly creative escape. I will post the link for that in the video when I'm done here. And then also for my 12 weeks of Christmas, make sure you're a part of my email list. And I will also post the link for the demonstrator event. So if you're interested in joining me on the 16th, you have to be a demonstrator for that event. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Have an amazing weekend. Enjoy the weekend. I can't believe it's almost September 10th already, and it's just crazy. Anyway, so hope you enjoy these projects, and remember, Monday starts Halloween week. Come back for all